You're a child of OSUN. Of course you're humble. Of course you're a child of OSUN. You have a sweet attitude. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Yes, ma'am. Of course you're a child of OSUN. People get jealous of you. Man, that was mine. That was my destiny. That was mine. What about him? How he get through that? How she get there and I ain't get that? You're a child of OSUN. You're pure-hearted. Free from innocence at last. I'm free for innocence, thank God. Oh, wow. Free for innocence. I'm free from disgusting, just, yeah. OSUN, give me my sweet delicious, please. Of course you a child of OSUN. You love, 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 love. You are a love magnet. You're very attractive. You're a child of SANGO. Of course you are confident. Hey, I'm the one. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna put out 2 40s in your head and I'm gonna shoot you. Or whatever you wanna do. Of course you're a child of SANGO. You're the life of the party. Oh, hey, SANGO. Of course you're a child of SANGO. You're a natural warrior. Of course you're a child of SANGO. You're a natural born leader. Man, I'm different from everybody else, man. Man, I'm different. I don't fit in. Man, I'm destined for glory, man. Of course you're a child of SANGO. You're arrogant. I'm gonna start a fight with you. Oh, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Oh, you are big and muscular. Nah, man, what's up, then? What's good? I'll beat you up. Yeah. Oh, of course you're a child of SANGO. You tried to stop your brother from harassing and abusing his women. Children of SANGO are known for stopping their rival, OGÚN, from beating up women and stuff. They tend to put them in chokeholds and stuff and slam them. Children of OGÚN stop children of SANGO. Although it's OSUN and SANGO week, children of OGÚN, they tend to stop children of SANGO for thinking they're above everybody. You know what I'm saying? And thinking that they are just the only one in the world. And OGÚN reminds SANGO that a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I just stepped on the cord and my game just cut off. But so let me take my leg ass off. Hold on. Not take them off. I didn't mean to say that. Excuse me. I'm going to take them out my shirt. So hold on. So if you want to hear the story of OSUN and SANGO, here it goes. Part 2. Like I said, part 3, really. Part 3. SANGO was just like, she just wasn't, he's just seeing OSUN as like somebody who was just beautiful and glorious and just so elegant and so like just sweet and attractive. So SANGO went up to OGÚN and he was like, hey man, your wife, it's not that bad, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, I told you, man, like, you know what I'm saying? And OGÚN told SANGO, like, your wife is just, dude, she's awesome, dude, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, hey, sometimes they're not always bad to us, you know? But it's always the dynamics of the Orisha. They always have a balance in life. You see SANGO leaving OSUN. He getting tired of her just nagging him, being so jealous. And then you see like OSUN getting so like fed up with SANGO and leaving SANGO for OGÚN. And OGÚN seeing his wife getting so irritated at him. And she leaving, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all guess in the comments, who is SANGO's wife? Who he stole from OGÚN. And they started a spiritual war. Who was this? It starts with an O and it ends with an A. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guess it in the comments. She's the Orisha of change, strong winds. She's the Orisha of the guardians of the cemetery gates. and she's also the Orisha of dark and light, which dark represents the light, and the light and the white represents the light. You know what I'm saying? No, dark represents the light, color dark. So it represents being alive, like immortality, the dark. And because we came from the dark, and we glow in the dark, right? We don't glow in light. No, we glow in our ancestors only came out in the dark, cause that's when their glory most shined at, in the dark. And light represents death. Like when you die, what is the first thing you see? White, right? Consciousness. That's Obatala. The consciousness after you die. That's all you see, which is heaven, basically. Heaven is within us. It represents the consciousness, which is white, which is a symbol of Obatala, who is the owner of the consciousness, aka the Ori. So I'm a child of Obatala, so I know this. So children of Obatala often tend to keep our heads in the clouds. We tend to be very stubborn at times, but also very helpful and very easygoing. We also tend to be very pure-hearted and spiritual leaders, natural leaders. Children of Obatala are very spiritual, extremely spiritual. We like being alone most of the times because of us getting betrayed a lot and us getting very hurt from friends and all that, and from girlfriends. So we tend to be by ourselves until we find our one for us, And every girl that you meet is not always going to be that one until you find that glorious one. You know what I'm saying? So every woman that you meet is not always the one. So be cautious there. And you have to understand, when you feel like you have a twin flame connection, take that. Trust it. You should never go against your gut, ever. You should never go against your gut. You should always follow your gut. You know what I'm saying? God has a special purpose for you. Never, ever, ever, bro, ignore your gut. You should never do that. Never ignore your gut. Hold on, y'all. I was fixing the cord because the TV cut off. But listen, though. You got to start just being yourself and stop being so undermined and know your worth, So, listen. OSUN and SANGO are perfect for each other. Why? Because OSUN and SANGO, and this one, they not perfect like OGÚN, like Oya and OGÚN, which SANGO let OGÚN have OSUN, and OSUN let OGÚN have Oya. So, and then after that, it was just okay, cool. But then, because before, it was rocky, spiritual. It was a spiritual war. He didn't like it. He went to war with him. And they still going to war, but they're rivals, So, Obatala came, right? And he seen OGÚN and SANGO fighting. And he broke it up. He switched to the Achaguna side, and he broke up the fight. He grabbed his sword, and he said, "Y'all stop before I get rocky. Before I beat both of y'all butts." And they instantly stopped, and they started being friends again, being brothers. Because no matter how many times OSUN and SANGO, not OSUN and SANGO, no matter how many energy cycles SANGO and OGÚN fight, OGÚN and SANGO will always find a way to be harmonious with each other and cooperative. So no matter what, they will always find a way to be successful when it comes to relationships. So OSUN and SANGO had this kind of companionship, like a dynamic duo. They were a power couple, a dream couple. OSUN and SANGO are a dream couple. They are dream teams, literally. Literally. Because children of SANGO are very confident, but they can also be very, 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 very arrogant, which could be a downfall in their relationships and their bonds with children of OGÚN. And that's one thing children of OGÚN don't like about children of SANGO. They're arrogant. They think they're better than everybody. And it's like Ogun reminds Shango like, hey, I'm still your big brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can get with it, you know? But you might have beat me once, but you ain't gonna beat me twice, you know what I'm saying? And same thing with Shango, you know? Shango has to remind Ogun that, bro, you just because you're the Orisha of war, that don't make you the only warrior, you know? I'm a warrior too, Ogun, you know what I'm saying? So Ogun gave Shango the doubt. He was like, man, you're right, you know, you are a warrior. I might not like you, and you might have stole my wife, but I'm just, you know, you are a warrior. You're Shango, you know? Ogun was like, man, you know what? You're my brother. You can have her. I don't care. Shoot, I got OSUN, you know what I'm saying? So that's a gift for you. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. But listen, so you got to understand when it comes with this rivalry between Shango and Ogun, like, they just don't get along with each other. They just don't like each other, bro. They don't. Because of what Shango did to Ogun and what Ogun did to Shango. So Ogun abused Shango's ex, and Shango got very heated with him, and he beat up Ogun for that. He was like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? He started beating on him because he abused his wife. He was like, bro, that's still my ex, bro. So Oya ran up to Shango, scared. Oh my God, like, bro, Shango, save me from this man. He's a killer. Shango grabs his axe. Ogun grabs his hammer, and they start going to war. And Ogun was like, bro, hey, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know what I was doing. Shango hit him in the freaking chin. So he grabbed Ogun. He thought he got it, right? He is the Orisha of war. He got it all the time. But Shango is stronger. Because they say the youngest is always the strongest. So Shango made the younger brother, and he's seen Ogun, his older brother, abuse his ex-wife. So he grabs his sword. He grabs his sword, and he grabs his axe. All type of stuff. Mainly the axe. He definitely grabbed that. He grabbed the axe, and he chopped up Ogun to let him know, like, bro, I'm not playing with you, bro. Like, you're my brother, bro. You're supposed to be loyal to me. Like, I was loyal to you. Look what we just did. We switched wives, and you gonna do that to me, bro? Come on, man. Shango was so upset with Ogun, and he was like, man, like, I can't believe you, bro. And then Ogun was like, man, I'm sorry, man. You know, I be doing too much, bro. I already know it, man. I got anger problems. I be like, Ogun was like, man, I got anger problems. He confessed to Shango that he was very angry. And he was like, bro, because you betrayed me, bro. But little did Ogun fail to realize Shango was betrayed too. You betrayed him too, you know? So Ogun had to think about it. He was like, I betrayed you too. You know what I'm saying? I beat your ex, you know what I'm saying? So after you told me not to do that, I still did. So I kind of betrayed you too. And I'm sorry. So after that, Ogun and Shango were like, man, you know what, man? We're brothers, man. Let's stop this. We are blood brothers. They didn't even need Obatala. They said, Obatala, you can sit. You can sit and rest. We don't need you. Then they was like, man, you know what? Let's dap up and just go back to our wives, you know? So they dapped each other up, and they was like, man, gone. I'm out. Peace. And then later on, here came a spiritual war. It was a group of enemies attacking each other. They was just racketing each other and just doing so much. And Ogun and Shango was like, hey, you ready to fight, man? Ogun was like, yeah, I'm ready. Shango was like, yeah, I'm ready. So they went to fight these enemies with each other. And they teamed up with each other. Teamed up on the same team. They was like, man, let's stop fighting each other and let's fight these enemies who keep bashing our houses in and who keep taking our wives and all that. He was like, yeah, you're right, Ogun. So Shango went with Ogun, and he was like, hey, you see something over there? You see something? Shango was like, I got him. Zap! He zapped him, the enemy, and he destroyed the curse. Ogun giving Shango glory for that and honoring him. And he was like, man, you're not my brother for nothing, you know? I respect you, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude. And it's like Shango felt content when Ogun told him that. Because Ogun barely does that to Shango, you know? And he does it a lot. He does it all the time. So they're brothers. Excuse me, y'all. That felt so good. Thank you all about that a lot. But you have to understand, bro. OSUN, seeing them fight, she felt very attracted to that. Like, she felt like very like attracted to that. Like, wow, like two men fighting together, like on the same team, you know? And OSUN was like, man, you know what? It's just like, dude, like, before, when they were fighting against each other, she found that kind of like attractive because she was in her ego. But then she started to realize that OSUN started to realize that it wasn't cool. So she said, stop. Y'all stop fighting. Y'all quit. Y'all stop it. Y'all, OGÚN, SANGO, quit. SANGO was just like looking at OSUN, and OGÚN was looking at OSUN like, and they said, man, let's stop this, bro. They did it for her, and they did it because they realized that, you know, I'm fighting, they betrayed each other. You know what I'm saying? They felt betrayed of each other. And they did it, they stopped because OSUN said something. She was very upset. And it was like, dude, you gotta understand, like, bro, that stuff is real. Like the ancient Bible, like all the Bible verses in the OSUN Ifa, it's based on real stories. It would save your life. It would literally teach you lessons on what not to do in life. From these orishas and from these beings, but they saved my life. You don't see these bees around my neck? I'm like, these beings saved my life. These glorious beings, bro. They brought me here today. They made sure I got to where I'm at right now today. For real. So you gotta understand, bro. My ancestors, my collective family, they made sure I became successful in life. So you gotta understand, bro. People gotta stop being so miserable and start being grateful for life, so you can start unlocking these glorious gifts that God have for you. It's all for you. Just open your mind and stop eating all that bad food that's killing you. Start eating fruits and vegetables. Start eating more healthier. Start eating more rice, you know what I'm saying? Rice, veggie chicken, veggie burgers. Start eating black bean burgers, all type of stuff. Eat healthier. Eat fruits, pineapples, and stuff. Why you always eating all that meat? You already got meat. Meatloaf and all that chicken. Bro, I love meatloaf. I just had some earlier. I'm not perfect. I'm just at the beginning. This is just the beginning. My life is glorious already. I ain't even begin life yet, and it's already good. It's already popping. And people are already jealous. I ain't even in my glory yet, and people are already, I'm at the beginning of my glory. I'm at the beginning of my glory in life, and people are already hating. Already jealous of my position, and I ain't even begin yet. Jealous of my position, but I'm just at the beginning. I'm trying to tell you. But listen though, they be jealous of my position, but I'm just at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, Ifa and Obatala are saying that I'm just at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Ifa and Obatala are my orishas. They guard my head. So OSUN and SANGO Day. I got the red on, you know what I'm saying? Red controller, red and white. Got the yellow on. So I'm sitting here playing the game and shit. Yeah, y'all. I'm finna play Roblox, so let's get it. After this video. But listen though. That's the story of OSUN and SANGO and OGÚN. So peace.